Hello, 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 sellers. Come on in. Come on in. I'm Kathy, and I love to be selling on eBay. Oh, today is good. I have a secret, a great, great, great secret to get you more sales on eBay. So come on in, and I'm going to be telling you all about it. One I was thinking about, and one that I don't see or hear a lot of eBay coaches, gurus, tipsters, YouTubers, podcasters talking about, which is surprising because when I get together with sellers and sellers that that have been selling for a while, sellers that are successful, and we start sharing tips, which is always great when you get sellers together. It's one that sellers, when we're together, we talk about a lot. I don't see it on video. So I said, you know what, I need to talk about this on video for people because it really, really is essential. It's super helpful no matter what level of seller you are, whether you're new, or a more experienced seller. So I know it's going to be useful for you. And it's also useful regardless of what categories you're selling in. So come on in. If you're catching me live on my Facebook business page, I love to be selling. Thank you. Thank you. If you're catching this on my YouTube channel, Kathy Terrill, I love to be selling. Thank you. And please do hit subscribe. I certainly appreciate it. And leave comments. I love comments. And that's me answering them. And thank you for downloading my podcast, Kathy Terrill, I love to be selling. So, you're listening for tips. You're going on social media. You may be watching YouTube's, downloading podcasts, and you're looking for different tips for eBay sales, and good for you. eBay's constantly changing, if you haven't noticed. And I've been selling over 15 years. Yes, lots of changes. And it's going to keep changing. And oftentimes it changes faster and faster and faster. It's the nature of e-commerce. It's the nature of the internet. And I'll see a lot of people doing what I call BOLO or haul videos. BOLO is be on the lookout for. So they're sharing things that they are finding, or they're showing you on eBay, they're showing solds. They're either showing their solds or they're searching a category. They're searching glass, they're searching dolls, they're searching different clothing brands, and they're showing you what's selling. And just for you to know, product research, which used to be therapy, which we used to have to pay for, is free for all sellers. So if you're looking at, top sellers for clothing, top sellers within brands, whether certain items sell better in different sizes, which is always something you want to be on a lookout for, I encourage you to use product research. It's really, really good. The data goes back 3 years, so you can see trends if there's any up and down. So certainly to be successful on eBay, and this is a top tip that's tied into that, is you want to have things that are in demand. Okay. And that's why it's worth researching, because you might have sold something 6 months ago or a year ago, and for whatever reason, it's not in demand anymore. So you always want to check, is it still in demand? And product research can really help you with that. But above and beyond that is sourcing things that are in demand. You're going to be pricing it right. And you can have great inventory. You can have great collectible items. You can have great clothing items. But your listing isn't what's called optimized. And an optimized listing, okay, is that the title has good keywords or good descriptive terms. If the word keyword sort of puts you off, and sometimes it can be jargony because it gets used a lot, is that the terms that are in the title really relate to your item. It really lets me know what your item is. It's either brand and color and size or style or what it is. It's a game. It's a salt and pepper shaker, what period it is. It's Edwardian, but it really clearly describes the item so that when I'm looking at it, and you got to realize people scan, okay? People aren't sitting there reading it like it's a novel. They're scanning. They're looking at things quickly. Is that with a quick glance, I can tell immediately what it is, okay? So you can have a great item, but put a little thought into your title. You're not spending 20 minutes on it, but you want to spend a little time because it will really, really help you. And it will help you to get the sale. And that's what you're after. So really, spend a little time on that title. Check to make sure what you're thinking of listing or sourcing is selling. okay, is going to help you enormously in the long run with selling on eBay. And then the one thing that I just don't hear people talking about, and this actually happened for me with a client the other day, where I work with this client. And so we are very consistently listing. We are very consistently pulling down old listings and putting them up and looking at really good keywords, whether new pictures should be done, whether we need to change the pricing, whether the item should be bundled, whether we want to put it into a sale. I mean, there are a lot of different strategies that you can use to get sales on eBay. But with this account, the seller is very, very works on it regularly, works on their account 5 or 6 days a week, either listing new items, running a sale, they're answering customer service questions, they're shipping on time. When eBay's putting out new tools, new offers, like when coupons came out, they tried coupons. So there's somebody that's very diligent with their account. They take a day off, right? And you hear people say, oh no, you got to work on eBay every day if you don't do something every day. And they took a day off and had one of their best sales days ever. Isn't that interesting? And I'm not saying, oh, goody, don't do anything on your eBay account, because that's not the answer. But this is somebody that consistently works on their eBay. And that is my secret sauce for you. That is, do you want more sales? Here's an eBay secret, which I don't hear people talk about. And that is consistency. Now, that does not mean, like my friend was thinking, this does not mean you have to work on your account 7 days a week. That is not it. But within the 7 days that you regularly are doing things for your eBay listings, and this is true whether you are part-time or whether you are full-time. So you can be a part-time seller. I work with another wonderful seller who is a full-time accountant. They are a full-time accountant, and they enjoy selling on eBay on the side. They're purging some of their personal possessions. They have friends and relatives that give them. They do it very much as a leisure, fun activity, but they're serious about their leisure, fun activity. They're also they're a numbers person, so they enjoy tracking the numbers. So for them, consistency, because they have a full-time job, their consistency is listing maybe 2 or 3 days a week. But they answer customer service questions promptly. They have a cell phone by them. So on a break from their full-time job, they will answer their customer service questions. So they are consistently active in their account. And that's what I wanted to bring up, because people will think consistency means I need to list every day. And that is not true. Now, you don't want to list like 1 day a week. That's like, but for my part-time sellers, if you only have maybe a few hours on a Saturday or a few hours maybe on a Friday evening, and that really is your eBay time, maybe 3 or 4 hours. If you're not aware of this, you can create draft listings, save things in draft, and then during the week, you drop them in maybe 1 or 2 a day, okay? Or 1 a day, right? Because you only have a couple hours. But you're consistent answering the questions, consistent in shipping on time. For those that have more time, you're consistent in pulling down old listings that have been up over 90 days, and then using relist with sell similar, and really changing up your keywords, taking a look at your pricing, making sure you're competitive. Take a look at your pictures. Is there anything that could be improved, item specifics? But you're consistently doing that. Again, if you have a store, you're consistently running promotions and sales, okay? I do recommend that you've got some kind of sale running at all times. Doesn't mean the sale has to run for 30 days, okay? But for instance, different categories, because a lot of sellers are soup to nuts sellers. So maybe my women's clothing is on sale for a week or 10 days, and then it's down. And then my puzzles are on sale for 5 or 6 days. And then maybe my glassware is on sale for a week or 2. We're going into Mother's Day, right? So I look at my items and I go, Mother's Day. So perhaps I'm putting my women's clothing on sale to be attractive to Mother's Day shoppers. Do I have makeup? Do I have perfume? Do I have shoes? Do I have jewelry? But don't forget, moms like things like power tools. My husband actually bought me early in our marriage. He bought me a Makita drill. That was his Mother's Day gift to me. So he bought me a power tool. But again, Mother's Day, people love gardening supplies. So the gardening aprons, the kneeling benches, the trowels, and also like shovels, like, planters, home decor. There's a lot of cool things for Mother's Day. Consistency. Whatever you do for your business, that it is consistent. And again, it's going to vary on your time. Okay. So consistent doesn't mean I have to list 5 a day or 10 a day. For you, consistency may be listing 5 a week. Okay. So again, consistency also is be consistent and not comparing yourself to other sellers. Okay. If you're a part-time seller, to compare yourself to a full-time seller isn't fair. It's not fair to you. Okay. So what is consistent for you? Answering the questions. That's something we can do because we have our phones and we can do it on breaks. Okay. Getting it out on time, our shipping done on time. Consistently sourcing. That's a fun one for a lot of us, but to keep an eye out because there's a lot of different sources for inventory, not just thrift stores, a lot of interesting places that you can get inventory. I know here in New York City, for instance, at the end of the month is a huge moving time. No matter the time of year. And when we get around graduation time, it's really a moving time. All kinds of cool stuff gets put out by curbs or in the garbage areas of buildings, and it's clean and it's fine. And people just put it out so you can see it. They're not putting it in garbage bags, which lets you know it's clean, it's fine, you can take it. And you get all kinds of cool stuff. I've gotten designer dresses. I've gotten home decor. I got the Peloton biking shoes, all kinds of cool stuff when people are moving. So keep an eye out for that. If you're in an area and you see a bunch of yard sales going on, oftentimes at the end of the yard sale, there's a lot of stuff that'll get reduced or just put into free boxes. It's a great way to pick up free inventory. If you know the garbage pickup schedule in your area and when larger items are put out, it can be a great way to pick up inventory. So keep an eye out for that. But the big thing is consistency. Consistency. And consistency can also mean doing things when you're not really in the mood. Like, I'm really not in the mood to do this. Put on good music. If you typically do it for 30 minutes and you just do not have the attention span to do it for 30 minutes, it's like, okay, I'm going to do it for 5 minutes. I'm doing social media today for my listings. I'm only going to do it for 5 minutes, but you get the 5 minutes in. You're consistent. And you see the results. So it's not just having the BOLOs. It's not just having the great hauls, because it's great to have all that. But then you got to list it with a good listing. And then you need to stay on top of it. Does that listing need to be pulled down? It's been up too much. Do I need to take a look at the price? Do I need to push it out on social media? Consistency. It's not a one size fits all. There's no magic pill. It's consistency. And speaking of Mother's Day, great, fun retail event. You do want to take a look at the free guide that I've created. It's what sells for Mother's Day on eBay. It's free. If you don't know, I worked retail for, over 6 years, brick and mortar here in New York. Also, I worked QVC shopping channel. So I'm very attuned to retail seasons, what sells for retail, because very much the brick and mortar stores really focus on that. And QVC loves to focus on that. Mother's Day happens to be one of their favorite holidays. So I have a great guide for you with lots and lots of product ideas, things you might completely overlooked while you're out shopping at your favorite places. So grab it. It is free. It is my gift to you. What sells on eBay for Mother's Day is a free guide. So grab it on my website. And I'm Kathy, and I love to be selling on eBay. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate all of you. Bye-bye, everybody.